Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing. Switch.
Now Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Kill. White Monday.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check nickel. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Hey, 43, 15. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Man, I got you. Set it. Check it back. 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To Michel on the dump off. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Strong right. 4 down. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 43. SOS.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. Mike, 55. Right there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
53, Mike 53.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check 99, check 99. Check. Put it down. Joker.
Carr going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Lock the screen. Shit.
61, matchbox lights.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Slip.
43.
36.
I don't need to.
On the ground is Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. I'm the little lady.
Wild Bill. Hey,
Yellow, go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Yellow. I'm the little lady.
eat. Watch the run. Out.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. I'm the little lady.
I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Raiders' 7-yard line.
Yellow.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the safety creep.
On the ground, Michel. 7 yards there and a first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye.
You thinking yellow, 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 yellow. You better be afraid of me.
Econ, 132 fight. Check 26, check 26. Watch safety green, watch safety green.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ricky. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 44-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert 3. Sponge.
6'6", pull it high.
Here's Carr to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
I don't need to. Or go on, 80.
Double time. 4 down. Check. Hey, check 24. Check
15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Off the draw, here's Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. that coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Attack, attack!
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't need to. 480. You move.
Check 31, check 31.
Easy.
Big air. Blue dog corker. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. 58, boys, 15.
Yeah.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Wait. There's a line.
55, come on.
15.
Screen, watch the screen.
Watch it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just heavy on the edges. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught by Bryant. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check. Check out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Thompson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Yellow. Arsenal 80. Get the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Thompson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Down to lose 1. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Kill, turn it.
They'll try to run it in, Michelle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch.
Hey, Ridley.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. I'm here all day.
Check 9.
Now Carr. He's got it to Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Kill. 51's the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They go quickly here out to Doxson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Under 10. 10. Mike, 53. Mike.
Carr to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They toss it to Thompson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And an alley to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. 3 buds. Kill, kill, kill.
Carr gonna throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing his Carr on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, you tighten up.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. 25, check 25, check 25. Check.
Now Thompson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
White Monday down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. White Monday.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 13. Check 13.
On the carry, Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Yellow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now Mahomes rolling to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180.
I'm going to run you over.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.